Allora, io ogni tanto non capisco perché OBS tipo si resetta l'impostazione del microfono e non mi dà il ROD. Mio Dio, quanto è alta la sua voce. Aiuto. Go some fresh air. Yeah. Allora. Torna alla base. Ah, giusto. Sì, dobbiamo fare la parte 4 di tutta questa vicenda, faccenda, eccetera. Pronto? Ok. Dobbiamo tornare alla base. Non so che cosa gli fosse preso. E in realtà al momento non ho troppissimo tempo per registrare. Però dai. Almeno un'oretta qualcosa ce l'ho. Qui se è troppo corto monto il video insieme. E che vorrei finirla questa parte. Ah, è bello.
Do you think the other... Oh, hey, look, Flint's! Llama!
All is well, thank you.
Non mi ricordo come avevamo finito l'altra volta.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flint's.
Incredibile.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to
quanto
do.
ti era stato
Fighting
offerto,
alone can get quite tedious. But I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
Scusate. No, ok. What?
We meet again. How have you been?
Ciao Albedo, come stai?
What are you doing here?
Tutto tempo? No, in realtà abbastanza poco.
Thankfully, tracking you down turned out to be a lot simpler than we envisaged.
Ma perché devono venire loro per
These two
barca?
courageously lent me a hand while I
Non
was
stanno
fighting
ancora
the
facendo
wild
vedere i
hunt.
Durin.
When they told me they were Sir Varka's colleagues, it all made sense. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder you're already acquainted.
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Perché non si fa
Why don't
vedere?
you come and introduce yourself?
A gentleman of few words, I see. And a rather stern countenance. I
Che
presume
belli i
you were
suoi
acquainted with
colori.
him. Is that not the case?
It's nice to meet you. Again. We've technically met before.
Quanta gente sta arrivando in questo posto.
Wait a sec. You're Minnie Durin.
Non
That's
tanto
right.
mini.
It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
Ciao! Perché ha quella cosa in fronte, quel cosa sui capelli?
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah.
Oddio, la
I'm
coda, che
not as
bello.
mini as I used to be.
Non me lo aspettavo.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Ok, cos'è una cheat per Colombina?
Wow, you look so different. In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign of my great respect for you.
Perché si chiamava Mini Paimon prima?
You're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the
Aw.
perfect size. When people call her little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves. If that's not a sign of endearment, what is?
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to
My
understanding human
brother.
relationship.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't
Si sta riposando, credo.
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea. Or a
Uffa,
chat
voglio
on the way
sapere
back.
cosa si dicono.
Uh-oh. People are talking about me.
Oh,
Hope
quanta
it's nothing
gente!
negative.
Guarda quanta gente diversa! Che bello, cazzo! Scusate. Ah. Sono molto felice, ho tipo un sorriso a 32 denti. Mi piace un sacco che ci sono persone da ogni dove, da ogni avventura che si riuniscono. È bellissima come cosa, grazie Not Cry. Essere il posto dei viaggiatori. Sembra sia molto più allegra poi incontrare le sue vecchie colleghe.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
Sì, non è che non odiava troppo sta tra i fatui.
It's getting crowded here. I'll go
Yeah!
grab some chairs.
Come? Dove?
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Va bene.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely
No.
escorting my friends.
Resta qui, conosci tutti.
I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we
Oh.
still have some things to discuss. It's been a
No!
pleasure, everyone. But this is where I'll say goodbye.
Che
We
palle.
really appreciate your help.
Grazie per averci
Come
sostenuti.
on, spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
Oh, we're friends?
I understand. Well, bye for now, Harlequino.
She's so cute. Bye bye, Arlecchino.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's
Lui perché è
probably a
rimasto
good thing one
dentro?
of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Ok. Regia della luna evanescente, atto 4. Ah, giusto, luna evanescente. Ah, la musica di Ark. Perché tu sei qui? Dane? Che cazzo ci stai facendo qua? Oh, di Dane non me ne frega una fava, perché è qui?
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in. Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague too?
Mi dispiace che sia qui. Probabilmente è qui per noi.
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
Allora perché sei entrato senza sapere dove cazzo eravamo?
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the
Ah,
rest of the
ok,
world
quindi
will soon
non voleva
follow.
farsi conoscere.
Comes looking for us. It's usually something important.
From the looks of
Anche
it,
se
you're about
sei
to
tipo
hold a
5
meeting.
minuti a schermo e poi te ne vai.
If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy,
Ma
As the
sì.
saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Non mi piace la
Mr.
faccia di
Dainsworth,
Varka, però.
There's a seat with your name on it.
Tra l'altro lui è Nemo perché non ho visto la
Though,
vision.
I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs. I've missed this.
A me sono mancati i tuoi occhi bellissimi.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey,
Non lo so.
he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation.
Vabbè, ma perché
Trying to
Albedo è
decipher-
intelligente.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it.
Guarda tipo Paimon, un'esperta nell'arte dell'incrociamento. Instead.
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides,
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, under such circumstances,
oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
Certo, vi
what
scippano.
can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to
Facci
garner
prova.
people's affection, Miss Moonchanter. Besides, you have far more in common with her
Ah,
than
lui
I
le
do.
scippa, ok. Ma poraccia, ma questa si deve fare chilometri ogni volta.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Si sono
Anyway,
già trovati.
looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Well,
Ma con tutti mentre aspetti. Interazioni.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an icebreaker?
Perfetto. Awfully quiet.
Much obliged.
Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help.
Yes,
That sounds like a
please.
lovely idea. You know how to paint then?
Anche molto bene.
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter.
Vediamo ste sedie.
Tables, chairs, people, dragons, you name it. He'll paint it for you.
Voglio farla anch'io questa
I'm
cosa.
flattered.
Voglio che persone dicano questa cosa di me.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin? What's the...
Oh, I'd be fine with anything. Whatever style feels best to you.
Very well.
You can replicate any style I want.
I can try. If you show me a sample, I'll do my best to match it.
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you.
Abbiamo. Finn, che cazzo stai facendo qua?
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
Yeah! For starters,
Come sempre.
you just show up here without even giving...
If you think back to our...
È vero.
Do have a point.
E ci trovato un
We
alloggio.
need to find somewhere to stay the night.
Sure. Let's...
Great! Paimon! And in return, we can get days left to...
If that's what you had in mind, you should have...
Oh, okay then. Anyway, since we're all here to...
Indeed.
Che paura, cos'è quel Indeed fortissimo? Con quel de zoom poi, sei pazzo? Oh! Mi piaceva sempre che avevo talento da vendere. Quindi sì, Ah, capacità artistiche sono così sviluppate per via della Cavalier Scintilla.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
Ah, eccolo dove ce l'ha, di lato, non ci avevo fatto caso.
You're not alone there, my friend.
Giuro, non mi
The
piace proprio la
Lightkeepers
sua
also
faccia.
struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion.
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Retniki, one being you, and the other being that young guy, Eatlua.
Eatlua is a good apple. I'll give him that. He's
Chi è
kind,
Eatlua?
honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse.
Ok.
So you're what? A fake rat? Come on, what?
Sorry.
Let's just keep this between ourselves.
Ah, ok, quindi
Probably
lui sa
best
che
if
lui è una
Eatlua-
fata.
That goes without saying. Gotta be careful what you share with youngsters, after all.
Anyone else in the know?
It's dangerous being too
Yeah.
sharp for one's own.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear your secret's safe
Delle
with
cosce
me.
enormi.
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados were practically best buds.
Of course. Just as long as you don't go...
Fair enough, then.
Ok. We know that they know. Era da Nefer, che adesso vede Dane e dice: oh mio Dio, ma tu sei quello che stava parlando nel ricordo con...
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about you?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end.
Huh. So...
Not so loud!
I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Che c'entra, Prince?
Must have been a frog. They get...
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me
Sarà
start by
tutta una
saying that it's an
rana.
honor to be speaking before so many distinguished colleagues
Di
and
dimensioni
collaborators.
discrete, no? Come quella Mao Mao nei diari della Spezione.
First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nodcry. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into RERIR's background, assisted by... Over here, we have Mr. Flints, a
Adesso
ratnik
dice...
and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, for those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team.
Yay!
By his side is a new face for us all, myself included, Mr. Durin, who has come to lend his aid. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Yeah, Paimon!
Wow, that's a lot of people.
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming
And
your way.
they no.
So,
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as...
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And
Finta la
you are-
musica, tra l'altro.
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the RERIR of
Tra l'altro la sua
Solnari.
voce è sempre diversa comunque.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline.
Ah, gli hai
I'm
visto
gonna
gli
take
occhi.
a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth.
È qualcosa che non mi convince in te.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask?
Il dottor
Are you
Livingston.
trying to hide your
suppongo.
identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
She's so smart, I love her.
My name is Dainsleif.
Boom.
And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the RERIR of Solnari's real name is
Eravate amici.
RERIR.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
Lui continua a fare complimenti a tutti
You
comunque, è
flatter
super
me, but none
educato.
of that matters anymore. My
Non lo so,
point
Oncaria sarà
was
distrutto.
simply to clarify why I...
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the five sinners.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria.
Ok,
The
finalmente lui
names and
ricorda.
identities of the five sinners.
Adesso se lo ricordano anche gli
I
altri.
remember
vabbè.
it all. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The five sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria, the visionary, Vedafenir, who wished to foretell the future, the wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge,
Anche lui?
Gold,
Gold,
Rhindaughter, who desired to create
la
life,
loro madre.
the foul, Sertologi, who pursued supreme strength, and last but not least, RERIR of Solnari, RERIR, Ravager of the Moon.
Oh,
Of the five, RERIR is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions,
la moglie?
so what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came at...
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice?
Strangely, now that the fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty,
Cioè la vostra?
one day, my elder
Ooh.
brother, the visionary, Vedafenir,
Bevo
was
nel
summoned to
frattempo.
the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and
fuck?
cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and centuries on, the memories of that night still... But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedafenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr.
Is the
Dainsleif, what
price?
price are you willing to pay?
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. RERIR, uncovering the truth of RERIR's past, is the only way to unravel this mystery.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist.
Deve essere
who
tutto
has
il
a
karma
score to settle
positivo che ho
with our enemy.
accumulato. What? Detto che un amico che Rieno sarebbe tornato tanto duro.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Aspetta, l'elo di Paimon.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks. Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it
Durine
down
lì
next
dice,
time.
ma perché? Di che cazzo sto parlando?
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif.
Before that,
Hey.
there's a few things I'd like to share.
Racconti del suo incontro Francesca Francesca ha scelto di darvi la volontà e di come i cuori delle 3 lune ora siano nelle vostre mani.
Now that we've united the hearts of the 3 moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the RERIR of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Perché?
Kutar.
È molto più in forza positiva rispetto al nostro
Defeating the
incontro.
RERIR of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers, we'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally.
We've considered several viable plans now. But is it even possible to kill RERIR? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy,
Parla a lui e ce la
I think we
muti.
should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
Ok.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Sincere?
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me.
Allora.
That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
Lei si sta divertendo, dopo essere stata secoli da sola, poverina.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for RERIR. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well.
No, non si dice amiche,
like two
vacca.
peas in a pod.
2 peas in
And
pod.
I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Dio lo amo.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my
Mi piace un
shoulders.
sacco il fatto che, a parte che io ho lo stesso neo nella sua posizione, poi ce ne ho altri, però ce n'ho uno proprio sotto l'occhio. Mi piace un sacco il fatto che abbia il piercing dorato alle labbra. Adesso lo voglio
Is
anch'io.
that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you. But the fact is...
Una persona
Anyway.
affidabile.
Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it
Allora,
myself.
Varca.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
Che Varca è un po' rincoglionito a livello personale, lui invece le scippa. Ed conversa animatamente per un po'. A giocare le espressioni delle volte si capisce quando a entrambi i pesi la prossima fase del piano. Dopo una breve chiacchierata, Albedo e Durin si allontanano con Varca per missione di ricerca di campioni. Lama si assenta per un po' per tornare con delle medicine d'emergenza. Spiega che per quanto la gente non si aspetti di farsi male, è il suo dovere di essere sempre pronta al peggio. E poi mi aspettate pazientemente Nefer, felici di vedere che tutti stanno collaborando. Una volta che ha finito, seguite lei e Lama fino al consiglio. Colombina? Ok, we are here.
No time to lose.
Oh, è tornato il gatto. Ciao Arthur. Eeeh, Gaming. Sì. Oh. Giacova. Un bel divanetto. Questa è la musica di Sumeru. Il deserto.
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now,
Quindi anche lui
I
dorme.
trust you share my curiosity about RERIR's past. And you
Sì, ormai lo conosciamo già. È ancora comunque incomprensibile, ma va bene.
He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Grazie per la fiducia, Nefer.
I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invite.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. All right, so here's how it is. I'm going to access RERIR's thoughts again. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings.
Huh.
Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times.
Ok.
We will Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room, but not joining the ceremony.
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense.
Good. Please.
So, did Mr. Dainsleif tell you anything?
He told me that he believes RERIR kept some big secrets in his life.
But surely you're not planning...
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety
Comunque tutti sarebbero convinti da Lauma.
We're good.
Io non riesco a guardare la faccia.
You're such...
Dell'incenso delle candele sembra quasi un rituale di evocazione. Non abbia alcuna intenzione di condividere il mestiere. Ok. Scatola per scacchi.
All right.
All set over here too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
Va bene, promise.
Let your whole body relax. We're about to begin. Close your eyes.
Perché Yaoda rimane in piedi? Close your eyes. Ok.
Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. But according to Dainsliff, RERIR used to be an intelligence operative. Is this where you keep your secrets?
C'ho io dei file con la
Can't
foto.
say I'm not looking forward to this.
Che gnocca. Ti sono un po' gnocchi qua.
A file tucked inside a folder. It's... But at this stage I have... Wonder what kind of encryption technique this is. Aha.
Please, hear me out. I can't shake this feeling that someone's been spying on our house. I saw someone dressed in all black.
There's a note in the margin. Surveillance of the run farther. Could the voice in the recording? Bookshelves full of documents. Looks like these are all files. The Crimson Moon Dynasty preceded the eclipse. Since RERIR worked as a secret Yep.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Perché mi sta facendo usare i poteri adesso?
It all adds up.
Scusate, volevo un attimo vederla perché non mi è uscita e ho perso il 50 e 50 e quindi un po' volevo usarla.
He looks even gloomier than last time. He looks even gloomier.
Today's files are in. Time to... Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past
il
year.
documento della moglie.
Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. This one should be archived on... Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Neutralized.
Mazza quanta gente
Another one
ucciso.
for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter.
La bambina.
Male, 40. Occupation, teach. Neutralized. Just another nobody. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past.
Però l'avete ucciso lo stesso. I bambini sono.
Female, 16. Occupation, none. Neutralized.
E che cazzo, Rerin, ma che lavoro di merda.
I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. She doesn't seem to be anyone important, but then again. Female, 13. Occupation, none.
Che minaccia per la dinastia, avere 13 anni, porca troia. Merda che siete.
Male.
Dai, ma vaffanculo. Guarda, sono tutti bambini. 6 anni. Perché dovrebbe essere una minaccia?
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No!
No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all
Beh, ma chi è che ti ha convinto di questa stronzata?
Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me
prova a
up
dirlo a
too.
tua moglie.
Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts.
He looks even gloomier.
Verde brum brum.
A box containing must be for his
Bello.
A box containing a ring must be for.
Non so che sei. Hai fatto il coglione. È colpa tua. Hai fatto scelte di vita di merda. Dovevo cercare Veder forte del. Ah, eravamo accanto alla. Dove arriva la luce considerando che siamo sottoterra?
Mr. Vedafelnir?
RERIR, I trust you're here because you have
forgive me. I wasn't to tell me. Does someone in your position...
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such.
Desiderio.
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was...
Does it feel good? Knowing...
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. Unless, of course, you learn to abandon these feelings. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day. You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject, and the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both our sake, the burden of prophecy...
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies?
Or rather...
You're closer to His Majesty than I am.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers.
You are so... what?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not for many reasons. There is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Minchia. Ok, signora cartomante.
Same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Felindis? Guess I better tread carefully.
Lindis.
Wait.
Sì, non abbiamo detto che abbiamo visto Lindus nella...
This time we finally got a clear look at his face. His name is RERIR.
What?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Simple. I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No,
Vabbè, ma che
absolutely
c'entra?
not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable thing.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that
Lo sapevo che era tipo... come cazzo si chiamano? Mi vengono i promessi sposi, no. Romeo e Giulietta. Shakespeare. Non so perché non mi venivano i nomi, mi venivano i promessi sposi.
You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Ma poi non c'ha gli stessi occhi.
You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Persuade the Vinster? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down?
No.
Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets? Over and over. The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The RERIR of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, RERIR. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time.
Ah, vedi,
too.
sono perfetti l'uno per l'altro.
Love should be built on
Nuova
honesty,
famiglia di Spy
but
Family.
ours was born from lies. And
Perfetto.
yet,
Però vi amate lo
is it
stesso.
really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal? Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever, but I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose, no matter who I have to face.
Ok.
Huh? Was that RERIR who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
Ok, quindi si è
Deli.
saputo.
They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli. People of no consequence always vanish so easily. And no one even remembers them.
E invece loro se lo sono ricordati.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. So many have died already. And they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins?
No.
Felindis, are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether. My
Mhm.
mind was off wandering. I heard you, though. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very—
No. RERIR has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it.
Però tutti questi
It's been
bambini
a
lo
long
sanno.
time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic?
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you. Don't forget that RERIR is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together,
Lo spero.
surely he wouldn't lay a hand on you.
I won't speak in his defense. Nor can I give you a clear
Minchia, non si
answer to
fida
that
più.
question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this.
Se la fiducia si
Here.
rompe,
Hold on to this.
anche la
If an
relazione.
opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some
You call that change?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now. Please think about yourself for once.
Chi chi è quest'altra bambina. Un'altra orfana probabilmente.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training grounds just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
But not everyone is accustomed to hunting down others like prey. You've been a hunter for so long now. You seem to have forgotten that most people don't just go around killing one another.
Leave me alone.
Ah, devo proprio iniziare l'addestramento?
Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle. Then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. The prey won't sense a thing.
I'll bet no one's ever died a quiet death at your hands.
I work clean. No traces.
Can't hide the truth.
That doesn't make it open above board, though. The king just happens to need you right now. What if someone doesn't?
That won't happen.
He's changed. Ever since he fell under the spell of that power. He only had you take out a handful of the guilty. But now...
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
Ma chi è che gli sta parlando? Gli sta facendo venire i dubbi, capi?
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
You know why you proposed, don't you? Was it because you didn't trust me?
Delindis, do you still remember Orlog?
Orlog?
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers.
Yes. What about...
He was arrested. I just don't get it. After everything he... Or does it mean nothing to you?
No, that's not...
I need to go now, Delindis. If you ever need...
Qui è diventato tutto roffo, porco Giuda. Sì, ma secondo me sarà in pericolo anche lei comunque.
Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation... No progress whatsoever. Things are getting worse by the day. I have... But... If all this research comes to nothing, what... But... Could he really bring himself to kill me? No.
Ah, ecco, la cosa che avevamo visto con Colombina, sì. Ok. Ah, ok, quindi hai i rimorsi.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want... to live?
Grazie al caso. Dovrebbero voler morire.
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever.
What?
That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is.
Savior.
Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Wait.
Chi voleva essere?
Lindis?
Oh, Lindis?
No. No! Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be.
Scoperto, tra l'altro.
A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed.
Diluted.
I see it now. You've been living in the shadows just like me. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up.
Tantissimo.
But in the end,
Irminsul.
Irminsul. Finster King! How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
Ok. Quindi ammazzi il re. Oh, grazie. Le primo gemme.
No more lies.
Minchia, è il corridoio. Ah, di qua, giusto. Abituare a una casa nuova ogni volta. Le missioni.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. But if you let me go, you won't be able.
Good point.
No, please! I just want to see the.
Go on living?
Yes.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding.
Non scherzare su queste cose.
But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught.
Saltello.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
Ma è ben
You've been
dormire da
whispering
parte.
in my ear for days now, Vedifilnir.
Ah, sì.
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, RERIR, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, RERIR. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
Perché non scappi e basta con Solindis e
That voice used
basta?
to be so unclear, but now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedifilnir. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps. Tell me then. What will this moment and no answer.
So, the Eclipse dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seemed the king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of RERIR's life was so unstable. And it looks like this Thelindis, RERIR's would-be fiancée, herself belonged to a sub-branch of... It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, They might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives.
Erano
And why
felici.
does Vetterfenir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in RERIR's head? This guy kept more secrets. The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing to let surf. Time for something. We've been inside RERIR's mind this whole time. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together.
What is that?
Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction. Part simulation, part reasoning. But it's usually once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions.
Okay.
And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that RERIR has really...
What the fuck? Where are we? Perché c'erano stati dei indizi?
Are you there?
RERIR è un lupo? Strano. Oh. Parla con Dainsleif. Perché sta stronzata? Che mi serve? Fammi parlare con Dainsleif e basta.
Hey, RERIR! Come out!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others. All right then, but make it...
I've never seen Dane so worked up before.
Sbagliato. Ah, quello era il punto. Ho sbagliato di nuovo. Ah. Puttana troia, perché vai da quella... Perché è inclinato, quindi non capisco la direzione. Ok. Quello è il re. Beh, un cavallo tecnicamente, quindi un cavaliere.
Nice change.
Potter.
You all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous.
Sta Loki.
We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in...
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told
il
it
favore delle
prefers
tenebre.
the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sir Delogi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see
Mancano
you're
un braccio e
missing
una
an arm
gamba.
and a leg.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support in my...
Raptatir, what brings you here?
Ha un elmo lui.
Dainsleif, of course. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you...
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum,
Il mago
the
reale.
chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria.
Quindi voi siete i 4 pilastri di Carria?
Vice President Veet doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple
Come la
as
vita
that.
vera.
Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for Eftervit, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life.
Di chi stanno
You're all
parlando?
here.
You must be RERIR.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsliff...
It's my brother, Vedafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and...
Vedafenir in prison? Does this mean the king's circle of trust?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the
And
Ah,
also
appena detto che
because
essere un
you're
lecchino.
slimy.
Ah.
Vedafenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion?
Dane?
What? Rescue Vedafenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget Dainsleff.
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedafenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to...
So, Vedafenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. You have noble ambitions, Dane. But I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me.
Una lettera di
A letter
perdono.
of pardon? For whom? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for any... This black fog over the board must have another mystery.
No, è che è diagonale, quindi non si capisce un K, però... Ah. Che palle. E non bastano. Sì, ma non mi... Cazzo, penso di dover andare lì.
Author Thelindis, over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding Moon Marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's
C'è un
power.
portale.
Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, an enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, to make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. If we really made it there one day, what would we find?
Ah, forse lei si è persa nell'altro mondo, sulla luna, che cazzo ne so. Maronna, ma perché hanno dovuto fare sta cosa, sta stronzata con la scacchiera in cui perdi tempo e basta? Ma mi vede i cosi e... Cioè, ma chi se ne frega? Poi manco puoi uscire, non c'hai manco il coso di uscita, qua. Cioè, continua sfida e basta. E mi dà fastidio quando devono perdere tempo necessariamente. Poi non vedo manco com'è fatta sta cazzo di scacchiera, io. Poi devo rifare così. Poi faccio così. Poi faccio così. Cosa fa? Wish. Poi faccio così. Sono arrivata.
This is for you. I heard...
The Lindis.
I've heard nothing. RERIR got back very late last Friday. You never saw him, and I don't know...
What if he finds out that you...
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have.
Are you scared?
I don't know. The RERIR I know doesn't... Logically, I should be... But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean... our moon?
Sembra un po' Clary lei, in effetti, però.
Our moon.
Oh.
I promise
the Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins, no matter how long it takes.
Basta! Mio Dio, che rottura di cazzo! Mi dà veramente fastidio Genshin quando deve allungare il brodo inutilmente. Serve fa sta stronzata? No, direi di no. Quindi non la fate più. Non la vuole nessuno. Minchia vado col tremo. Boh. Non è il percorso giusto. Non volevo morire. Ho premuto il comando di attacco praticamente. E come minchia ci vado là, mo? Oh, ma dai. Non mi ce lo mette quello.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this... You know what happens to those... It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your...
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm. My job is to enter the prison. Stay safe.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
Ok. Meno Dane c'aveva un po' di sale in zucca. Ma Ipno Rospo lì invece. Oddio, devo ancora fare gli scacchi. Ma che davvero? Fammi usare il potere dell'abisso di Dale. Sì, certo, come no. Sì, ma è lunghissima sta cosa. Capisci? Cioè, continua sfida o esci. Non è che ci siano delle stracazzo di alternative. Dov'è la posizione? Di qua. Wow. Ah. Ma porca troia. Addio santo. Cioè, devo lasciare il gioco aperto perché devo andare a cenare adesso. Damn it. Sì, ma non ci arrivo lo stesso. Cioè, fare questo mi toglie 2 punti. Ah, però ha funzionato.
This place is filthy. Found you. Hello. Surprised? Oh.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly
I'm curious.
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of war. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, Dane asked for my help.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I am powerless
Piangere
to
per
change
le sue
Fate is an
ineluttabilità.
immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future is nothing more for him than slowly crush his...
Forgive my curtness, Vedafulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without... There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you. But also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant
Quindi si chiamano peccatori perché si
sono
sono andati contro il re.
But this is not the end. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, RERIR. But you are not one of them.
Perfetto.
You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight.
Of course not.
We could be.
You mean, you're?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I.
You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age.
Anche lui però si è ossessionato con sto
In
futuro,
matters
che
of
palle.
fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. That is the cruelest thing about fate.
Vero?
It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to... You show me disaster, but you won't...
My voice? So, you hear it too? The voice that steals your mind, gains... It turns out that...
Vedifilnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if he'd discovered some monumental secret.
Ok.
But then he suddenly switched to looking...
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere.
Letteralmente lo
Whatever
portano verso il
trials
futuro.
and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your... For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against... It is up to you whether you believe my words.
Non hai diritto di interferire oltre. Ma io non ci ho capito niente lo
Thank you
stesso,
for
quindi
setting me
figurati.
free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas
Ah, forse ha
Magistrorum.
aperto il portale.
Universitas.
Oh no. È andato
I'm
velocissimo.
sure we'll be seeing each other again.
Whatever Vedifilnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison.
Ah. Quindi lui ha tradito quelli che hanno tradito il re alla fine. Da capo no, sei pazzo. E da qui ok, da dopo no. E da prima.
Monsters? Is this Rhine-Daughter's doing? At the Universitas Magistrorum. Out of my way!
Come funziona lei?
The Universitas. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace, but if they were ever gonna activate...
Ah.
Help! Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me!
That sounded like an explosion. What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on
son
power from
viola,
the
quindi
abyss.
sì.
And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger. I have to hurry!
Pipo, pipo. What is this? Allora così mi frega così. Bello, io mi sa che mi fermo qua. Per ora, perché devo andare a cena anche se non è ancora pronto. Però mi sa che devo lasciare il gioco aperto. Quindi ci vediamo tra un po'. Lo lascerò aperto qui. E ok, I'm back after dinner. Nemmeno ho staccato il pad. Miau. Ho sentito un miau. Non lo sento più.
No more lies. Riptide. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Lightning purified!
Seek within. Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Sì, quanto tempo ci mettono a scoppiare?
It all adds up. The deception ends here.
The Temple of Wisdom. Grow, grow, grow.
Can't hide the truth. You can run, but you can't. It all adds up. The mystery unravels.
No, ma dai.
Stand with me.
Denaro insanguinato da regicida. Denaro.
As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
I'll settle this.
Riptide.
Make yourselves at home. Commit it to memory.
No more lies. It all falls into place.
Chi ha parlato? Le mie altre me?
Seek within.
Ok.
Our bond is strong.
Ma il mio di prima? Ah, non posso andare qua. Ma esaminiamo il nuovo Tolendus.
At the universe. Oh no. It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the... I'm done for. Ah! Stay back.
Ok. Oh, animazione.
What's that?
Forse il portale.
So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave.
Ah, ma lì dentro con lei.
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're
bella.
worried. And I will
Stile sembra
respect the
Lumina.
decision you've made. But it's okay. Because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Cylindus? No, don't do it! Cylindus! Cylindus!
Ma sei stupido.
I told you, RERIR. Let her go.
Bello Eloti.
You will find someone better.
Secondo me è Vrunztes che vuole provarci con lui.
I won't do it! I have to save
Non mi ricordo come si chiama quel tizio, allora mi dispiace. Soprattutto distruggi tutto. È uscito il potere dell'abisso, tra l'altro.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Oh, Rain.
RERIR, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Ah, quindi anche loro comunque poi alla fine volevano il potere dell'abisso. Quindi fanculo. Ok, ora ho capito perché sono i 5 peccatori.
RERIR.
Flinders?
Were you daydreaming?
Oh, that's so nice.
You still remember, RERIR? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
Vabbè, ma è una gioia. Madonna, che figo queste texture. L'abisso ti fa invecchiare. Ho guardato nell'abisso e l'abisso ha guardato dentro di lui. Lo smetto.
I will find you. And then you can give me your answer.
Ok. Quindi entri dentro questo portale. Oh, non potevi farlo prima invece di distruggere la plancia deficiente.
So that's how... A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing.
Anche adesso sto guardando solo le sue
In
tette.
a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was Conria's fate.
Ok. Oh. Cioè, è proprio entrata dentro.
Everyone,
Impicciolita.
I'm
What the
back.
fuck?
Can I get a standing ovation?
Mi alzo.
How are you holding up? She's fine.
Yes, you will have seen the events of RERIR's life through my thoughts. It's now
Signor,
clear
nessuno
that he is
spinto
just
da una tragedia
regular
personale.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from... However, I would not consider RERIR to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes...
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nodcry in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you...
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stepped...
Cool. So...
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the other... Yehoda?
Yes!
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employ...
Forgive my curiosity, but...
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Sei una cameriera praticamente slash maggiordomo.
Is that right? If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave? In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs,
Probabile.
enjoying a leisurely cup of tea.
Le ciglia sono illuminate dagli occhi.
There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work.
Mamma mia. Sono d'accordissimo con quello che ho appena detto. Mi strozzerei le persone che fanno casino mentre lavoro. In un luogo di lavoro, tra l'altro. Ah, oh shit, mi sa che siamo ancora nel ricordo.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say?
Wait, how long have I been...
Not long. You just appeared.
They
Boss,
talk?
what's wrong?
We've been tricked. We never left at all.
Hallucinated?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across.
So you control everything in...
More or less.
Has anything...
Only once. It was the first time I used...
Is there any similarity between what happened?
I suppose my thoughts are a little...
Is there anything...
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I...
Meaning
this is not something Yehoda can help with.
Boss, it's fine.
Oh, listen to you.
What?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything ever happens to you.
Oh, okay.
Le sue faccine.
Well, anyway, I suggest everyone, even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist, you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just...
Don't I have the best?
If we can find a suitable...
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are?
What the fuck?
Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination. Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of...
Ok. Notte senza luna. Anzi, la morte, serpente e scorpione. Oh! Il villaggio di Aru.
This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign. There's someone up...
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour.
Oh.
There you are! Sinue's been looking for you.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just
siamo
now,
nei suoi
Uncle
ricordi
Reginald?
adesso.
Hiding away some more loose change?
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on.
Scusate un attimo. Ok, I'm back. Ma forse il mio di prima era l'idol animation. Oh. Oh no, non volevo, volevo guardare il gattino.
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up?
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apep?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at
Comunque
the next
Nefer è troppo
festival,
intelligente per
but
essere una dei tizi
I'll need his
questi qua
approval.
non avevano nessun tipo di educazione fino a quando non abbiamo
A new
cambiato nome
song,
roba.
huh? I'd love to stay in...
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting...
Pile of stones. Got it.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Hi, Dad. Uncle...
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of... I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
Hello. Ok, il microfono funziona, scusate. Ogni tanto devo controllarlo.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back his
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now. Squeezed into these hovels. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave...
So you're the
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for...
So, do you get anything?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. What?
Un po' straniero di vivere. Poi siamo arrivati a Not Cry.
It all adds up. No more lies.
Sì, praticamente siamo entrati nei suoi ricordi, vuol dire che qualcuno sta decidendo dove andare. In questo caso scacchiera, che non siamo noi.
You stole from us. Well, Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid,
and that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to... You're a liar and a cheat.
Un contaballe. Non l'ho mai sentito contaballe. Un raccontaballe. Ah, non che conti le balle, sì, giustamente. Un sacco di gente morta.
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. There's a handwritten note on the...
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember, this is my second time writing to you. I assume I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked... Praise the gods. The well of the Eob tribe was intact. It was my last resort. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of...
Non era la Ru Village, sembrava la Ru Village dal design, allora... Non lo era.
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our...
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide...
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
Ah, era Ru Village, ok. Oddio, mi ha amata coi 5G. Gli stronzi. Palese, questo è uno
The
dei
academia
cattivi.
has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her talent go to waste.
Ecco perché è intelligente allora.
She showed up here a few days ago and
Ah no,
we took
vedi,
her
era un
in.
altro villaggio,
She's a really
perfetto.
bright kid.
So,
Get the goddess.
Where are you?
Nowhere special. Just a... Just the one. Correct.
So, no brothers?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
Oh, get over here.
Firma il modulo.
Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Dicono anche in gioco che i personaggi sono troppo chiari di pelle dentro il suo gioco, figurati. Wow, libri.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the...
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just...
Oh? Please, ask away.
Va umana. Non mi ricordo assolutamente qual era.
I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that
A weak student?
I think what you're saying is a weak student.
You see? Sharp as they come. You see things the way...
Because of where I come from.
I'm sorry, Nefer. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check if someone...
Ah, your family wrote to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place.
Okay, got it.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly, I feel like I failed you.
Hey, you're a great teacher. And you do your best for all your
sei anche un
students.
laureato a quanto pare.
But the rules are the rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me.
Perché? Che cazzo ci
It's
hanno
not
mandato a
just the
fare allora?
academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful and leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Vero?
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful.
Giusto? Successful, quindi famoso e ricco. Ricco e famoso. E poi puoi fare tutto quello che vuoi. Ah, proprio buttata all'aria sta
This
scatola.
must be it. A big... Let's take a...
Lì è dove pullo? No, sì.
A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a core of... This one was never even opened. Who was it addressed to?
Sure.
This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in clinical terms. These symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. For example, my neighbor... This seems like something the academia... Wait, what the note says? The sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms.
Okay,
I would send it back, but no return address was provided. This next one is addressed to...
Azar!
A few words of protest regarding in recent years, the academia has taken... However, it appears to me that these students have not, as well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunct... Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation. As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative. But I do hope you will give some serious... And the sender is...
Cyrus della Spantaman.
I didn't realize anyone else... So this is where letters from the Sage of Spantamad... Whatever. I'm not exactly holding out hope that... I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. I don't believe for 1 second...
Yeah, I don't fucking care. It's the past.
Wait.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe.
Halil.
I don't know how well you remember it now, but in my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. And I therefore see you. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight. Promise. This brings me to my reason for writing. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the wet. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestry
Lei
to
proviene dai
Taituti, we
Taituti.
worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatively good relations with... I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but when we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that we have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited.
From the outset, the Academia never took you seriously. And you were so you swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You liar. You lied about everything. You promised the world and delivered on none of it. And who fell for it? Just me.
Vabbè, eri piccola.
Which makes you... I think I'll take over from here.
Ti mostri come si fa a mentire ed essere una bugiarda. E addio a Katayun, che cazzo è?
It all adds up. No more lies.
Sei professionale, una donna. La sua attuale ragazza. Veramente Katatun.
I just came to say goodbye.
Nefer? You...
I'm quitting. Something...
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity.
It was. But it doesn't matter. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags. What's wrong?
Anche lei si droga d'incenso.
Although, I did read some...
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown?
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins. It's not worth much.
But Nefer...
All right, that's all.
Nefer, I love you. Nefer non aveva il 5G. O ce l'aveva, non ci ho fatto caso.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right?
Non c'ha il 5G. Sì, c'ha il 5G.
Yeah, I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those rooms. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly.
You bitch. Sì, le persone che ti abbandonano da un momento all'altro fanno esattamente così.
Can't hide the truth.
Serpente scorpione è il capo degli Yab. Vanno a entrare così tranquillamente?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador,
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand.
Huh. So...
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not?
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you did...
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Iab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The
She's
Academia
lying
is
so
offering 50
much.
million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say...
Adesso distrugge il
Don't
pozzo.
get greedy, Iab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force.
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia, I hope
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me...
I assure you, you see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother?
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest In that case, We have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact,
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, so let's indulge in a few drinks together.
Ok. Capisco perché dobbiamo fare questa parte comunque. Cioè, ok, il suo passato,
Chief!
però...
Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've...
What? Well, don't just stand there.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in...
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal...
I
am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto...
No! Please, Ambassador, just that well is...
Glad to hear it.
If there is a traitor, I...
Wow. All it took was a few...
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate...
The EAB are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the So let me ask you, Chief.
Kill them all.
Precisely.
The fuck?
The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The EAB have held back our academic pursuits for... At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia...
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised...
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their... Natural. Weren't the EAB your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we... Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers...
Say no more.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. Get us access to that well, and the more... You see, Dad? Lying is...
Va bene, e questo ci porta a... non uscire mai da questi ricordi per 4 ore di fila.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
No more lies, ma sei tu che le dici di continuo. Cra? The fuck?
Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing special at all. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke. I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place without all these people around.
Allora, quelli non erano gli occhi suoi, quindi... O c'è quel deficiente RERIR che sta intromesso nei ricordi, o non lo so.
Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, but you couldn't do what had to be done.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain
Yeah, but...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright.
Come stanno comunicando?
So,
Quando ci andiamo?
anyway, that's enough. Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes, if we could...
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead.
Speriamo che sia per concludersi, Lumina.
I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Non so se non so così una persona del deserto.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says.
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trade secret of all.
Il gatto.
Then I'm...
I didn't know you were clued up on any other religions.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert...
Le 7 colonne che lo servivano.
Sounds impressive.
Degli amici con delle conoscenze in quel caso. Erano Nubis.
General Mahamatra Sino, the spirit of Hermanubis.
That's Boss Neff.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity.
Anche io conosco Satos.
What about him?
Well,
he's
not a small deal, let's put it that
Sai
way.
proprio il fatto tuo.
Please, this is the bare bone bait. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in.
No, ok, quindi quella era la sua faccia. Ma cambiava forma degli occhi, era strano.
It all adds up.
Sì, che poi tecnicamente sappiamo di questa cosa perché c'è stato l'evento quello di Sumeru e c'entrava anche lei. E tra l'altro l'ho registrato ma il microfono funzionava di merda, quindi non l'ho mai montato come video.
It all adds up.
Uh-oh.
Che è
I'm
successo?
totally out of my depth here. I don't have I want to do the whole name drop.
A statue with the head of a bird.
Ma storia di King
That's
Dashret.
Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the goat... Let's take a look.
Ok. Oh. Poi mai c'è un'animazione? Oh, il gatto! Non è il gatto che conosciamo noi, però. Non è la divinità, è il gatto suo.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Quindi lei ha trovato un gatto e se l'è rapita.
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world.
But?
Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Are you sure?
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
Esatto. Ah. Il coso di Dori è stato utile. Avrebbe dovuto usarlo. Non si è rotto, mi sa. Oh, Dio santo.
How repulsive.
Grazie, Colombina. Carine. Le hai prese al volo. Ah, eri tu, Dane. Grazie, Dane. Intrappolato per sempre. Quindi? Beh, siamo riusciti finalmente.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I?
Aiuto, mi si è abbassata la cuffietta. Grazie mille.
It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Lei stava strozzandosi.
I noticed you doing something too, Dainsliv. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this, I had a duty to ensure your...
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap RERIR inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into RERIR's past, well, the monster formerly known as RERIR, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
RERIR was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
Ok, quindi non è più pazzo.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King.
Sì, l'abbiamo conosciuto, è molto simpatico.
Came to be. A long time ago, the Iab massacred my tribe, the Shimti. The Unut and the Iab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Iab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every... The final blow to the Iab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief before my eyes. The remaining Iab fled and have been scattered. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was, seemingly immune to the relentless hostility of the desert. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Ah, c'è un altro allora.
With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth. But I don't believe that's the full story. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any humans. Full of secrets, perversions, egotistical
Detto tutta questa cosa davanti a Colombina, che è una
gods
dea.
are willing to admit this.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself.
If you're alluding to the abyss, then yes, gather the others. It's time to share.
18.
Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating
Almeno qui è un po'
into
più
the
spazioso
Reisher of
rispetto a dove stavano
Solnari's
prima.
background.
Io
I'm
l'unico
pleased to
seduto
report that the
è
investigation has been
Flintz.
most fruitful indeed. The Reisher of Solnari, real name RERIR.
Perché c'è Albedo in tutto ciò? Il frammento è stato tramandato per secoli fino ad arrivare alle mani della fantesca.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does
Esatto.
not excuse his many
Niente
transgressions.
giustifica le storie dei cattivi. I tuoi traumi non ti giustificano a causare del male alle
No
altre
matter how much
persone.
RERIR suffered in the past, the fact remains that he becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences.
Anche
This
dei
is a threat that the Knights of Favonius cannot ignore.
A question for Miss Columbina.
Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in RERIR's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lauma?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak the term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But as...
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself,
C'è
you have
io
some
che
idea
gioco
of
col
where the
gatto,
Moon
perché
Gate
cazzo
leads
tutto il
to.
resto sono io. Quando c'è troppa gente. E ci sono i miei gattini.
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to...
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor RERIR made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the RERIR of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie.
So your theory is that RERIR was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the wild hunt is a distributed phenomenon.
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse,
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions.
Tipo lui,
I will run some... That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... When I think of the man I once knew as RERIR, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring me
sti cazzi proprio, sta ancora giocando
my
il gatto.
heart goes out to you.
Mine too.
Oh.
We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies. And the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time.
Scusa, se noi non abbiamo mai fatto nulla per te.
I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover. She's been through an awful lot today.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest.
Meno male. No, ci voleva proprio.
Hey, is this a...
Stai a cercare, siamo solo noi qua dentro.
Nice room. Oh, I'm not coming in, though.
Perché?
Why not? It's just a hotel room.
If it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look the part, but I'm technically a knight. Barging into people's private quarters isn't the kind of thing we do.
Private quarters. Certo, perché poi ci stanno le persone che pensano male, Varka? Che combini? Che hai combinato nella tua vita, Varka, Ma scusa, mi ha detto disturbo? Ah, dobbiamo parlare fuori. Ma che cazzo?
Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chest set, There's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break.
Io ne abbiamo parlato prima.
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will.
2 giorni, a posto.
Holy moly! Can we...
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously...
Sì, ci sarà assolutamente.
Right? Do you think maybe you could... Great.
Okay.
All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore...
Oh, Paimon's done.
All right, so...
Cosa che non saprò. Più scioccante, niente in grado di turbare la grande viaggiatrice, la più affidabile guida di viaggio di Teyvat. Non ci vuole molto tempo per convincere ad
We
appoggiarla.
felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us are your boss.
Roping us in? Why would
Ormai ci siamo dentro.
we know the stakes?
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down...
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ear.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are...
Ah, ok. Però noi ovviamente non sapremo un cazzo, perché altrimenti
I see
spoiler.
your point, yeah. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it.
I want to do everything within my power. The RERIR of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else.
Well, that tracks with
E in
what I've
più ho il
heard.
potere del midollo lunare dalla
James
mia.
mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's
Potere
almost
del midollo lunare!
abnormal.
Vieni a me!
As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside,
Ma sì.
Thank you.
I should be the one thanking you.
Un saluto cavalleresco dicendo che verrà a trovare più tardi all'albergo. Riunione con tutti. Ho notato l'intero albergo per parlare in tranquillità davanti a un bicchiere. Ma quanti cazzo di soldi c'ha Varka? Ecco dove finiscono i soldi dei mostatiani. Mentre Luna sorge nel cielo, tu e Paimon lasciate la stanza discutendo su quale scelta abbia Paimon a parte il succo di frutta. Gli altri vi stanno già aspettando perché adesso io posso bere, wow. Anche che era un sorriso, è evidente che riposare le abbia fatto bene. Oltre al gruppo originale arriva anche un altro aiuto inatteso. I fatui, reni coscienti sul fatto che il futuro di Notcry poggia su ciò che deciderai di fare stanotte. Un grande numero di persone in gioco, forse non riuscirei mai a incontrarle tutte, ma che ne siano al corrente meno, tutte contano su di voi. Ok, gioco di sabbia e sangue. Sto registrando? Ok. 2 ore totali. Quindi mi sa che questo lo chiudo qui e lo continuo domani forse, non lo so. In realtà non posso nemmeno uscire. Però va bene così, basta per oggi. Bella lunga, bella intensa. È un po' too much la parte del passato di Nefer. Spiegare le cose. Ok. Però dai. Vendicativa, fa paura. Fa paura, non bisogna scherzare con lei. Interessante, interessante. E hanno detto che c'è un'altra persona in più che è venuta ad aiutarci, quindi spero sia Arlecchino o Sandrone. Vedremo. Bye bye, grazie per aver visto questo video e alla prossima.